One of the best moments of the decade has to be Leicester winning the Premier League title in 2016.
If you want to talk individual upsets, you can talk Buster Douglas over Mike Tyson or whatever floats your boat. But upsets in a team sport that last an entire season, there is only one winner. There can be only one winner.
Leicester City, 5,000 to 1 they were at the start of the year.
Now, it was Hull City, QPR and Burnley who plummeted through the Premier League trapdoor last season. Ian, who have you got going down?
I think the three promoted teams will be in the argument, but so will a few others. I think Leicester are. I'm not sure Claudio Ranieri is a great fit there.
I agree with Ian. I think Ranieri won't see the season out at Leicester.
If they don't strengthen before the end of the window, I see them struggling.
This is a Leicester team that would have been relegated. Of course, the year before, they signed a man named Claudio Ranieri, much to everybody's bemusement. Ranieri, of course, had a shot in the Premier League before at Chelsea. Things didn't quite work out.
No one really wanted there at the club at Leicester, that no one thought could do a good job there on the back of what was quite a disastrous campaign with Greece as the national team head coach there.
Made a fantastic start to the Premier League campaign, was sitting up near the top of the league, but everybody thought, you know, this team isn't deep enough. There's no way it can sustain a run between now and the end of the season.
I don't believe they can. At the same time, it's fantastic to watch. I mean, you're just looking at players that have got desire, they've got hunger for the game, they enjoy it.
Do you know what? The credit for Ranieri. This is a team of championship players and discards, and they're completely outplaying and outworking last year's champions.
Somehow, the combination of these players, together with Claudio Ranieri's charisma, Claudio Ranieri's patience, Claudio Ranieri's ability to kind of tell the guys, we're living a dream, let's not wake up for it.
It started off as a cute story. As Leicester, oh yeah, they're winning a few games, oh yeah, Vardy scoring a few goals, and now it's like, wait a minute, is this really happening? Are they going to go into Christmas as leading the Premier League? And it gives you the sense of a team that really understands what is it that makes them a good team.
I think they are going to collapse still. History tells you that teams that do this fall away at the end.
But obviously they didn't have the best of Christmases, and you thought, that's it, the wheels comes off, Vardy's groin's gone, they're losing it, and yet they go to White Hart Lane and beat a team that we've discussed here as possible title contenders.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
I still think that Leicester's, right now, their immediate ambition is top four.
You put it on a piece of paper, it looks pretty, and looks like it's possible. Most teams cannot do it in this league for a long time. That's why we think the bubble's going to burst.
I still think that's why they'll blow up. You can't do it for the length of time that they're trying to do it.
It's something that we couldn't have predicted. Again, I'm talking about level of consistency from the players, and just a raw belief that they can do this.
Momentum within a locker room, you've been there, I've been there, it's a powerful thing. And it doesn't matter what's going on outside. If you believe in the things that you're doing inside that locker room, and then they showcase that on the field every weekend, man, this team right now, I tell you, hard to stop.
So, Stephen? That's definitely.
Wait, this hurts you. This hurts you.
The question, I believe, was quite simple. Who is going to win the 2015-2016 Premier League season?
This is hurting right now.
I don't know. Do you know what? I'm sorry, but I cannot turn around and tell you one team that I'm sure is going to win it.
I am no longer doubting Leicester City. I'm riding it.
You're on it.
I'm going.
You're on the bandwagon.
That's it. I'm on, baby. And you better carry me.
There you are. I've asked you a lot on this show when we will see Leicester's bubble burst. Is it starting to deflate?
Well, they've got Norwich. I've never felt they would win the league. They've got Norwich and West Brom next. This was a huge body blow for them, but they can pick themselves up. Listen, this lack of experience have been in that scenario, like the big teams have been many years, and that lack of discipline will be something in the 12 games that are to go that's going to just cost them the title, but it's not going to cost them the top four.
Everybody thought, you know, this team isn't deep enough. There's no way it can sustain a run between now and the end of the season. And all the big boys, as badly as they had started, were going to catch Leicester. Well, you know what? They didn't.
And I just think if Leicester can do that between now and the end of the season, they don't have to play as well as they were, say, in October or November. It's just about getting results.
I saw a great tweet about Leicester. Someone saying, I haven't seen Leicester play too much this season, but these Kante twins are fantastic.
N'Golo Kante, who arrived that summer from the French second division, who, funny story, was actually mistaken for a youth team player, mistaken for a child in the Leicester team parking lot at the start of the season because nobody knew who he was.
Like Jamie Vardy as well, coming out of nowhere, of the lower leagues football, someone that no one had never put a penny on, that no one never believed in.
Years earlier, had to wear one of those things on his ankle because he got in trouble. He got in legal trouble and was playing amateur football and stacking shelves right into his early 20s.
If you take a look at the last 5 results for Leicester, it's phenomenal. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, of course, 2-0. And I want to start with you, Stevie, because it's all about being able to keep a clean sheet, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. You know, you were saying to me earlier that, you know, Tottenham may be the best team in the league. You know what, we're forgetting. Tottenham were the side early in the season who were winning by 1-0 or by 1 goal and sneaking it. As you said, it doesn't matter. It's about results. And I just cannot see this Leicester side not getting the results that they need.
How have we been so wrong? I understand this run has happened, and we keep looking for cracks in Leicester, and you've been there, you've done it, boys, you've been successful at the highest level, and you know the psychology that it takes. When you've got this lead at the top of the table, everyone talking about you, you can't go anywhere without people questioning when you're going to win the title. How's it going to happen? How have they done this?
Dressing room. It's all about the dressing room. The inner strength of that squad, those boys together. There's nothing going to break the will to go on and win this championship. We've been saying it for quite some time, Dan.
At the start of the season, Leicester City were 5,000 to 1 to win the Premier League. They started pretty well, didn't they? The odds went in October to 1,000 to 1, and then they continued to tumble up to April 25th when they were 25 to 1 on to win the title. They, of course, have achieved that now. Ian, we've never seen anything like this in sport. A 5,000 to 1 odd coming in and proving to be a winner.
It is absolutely fantastic and incredible, and I just wish I was at Jamie Vardy's party tonight where all the players are going mad celebrating. There won't be any training tomorrow, but just putting it in context, I was there when Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson. That was 42 to 1 upset. This, I'd say, is what, 10, 15 times more amazing than that.
Teams have lost cup finals before against the underdog, but that's one game. This is 38 games of a season from beginning to end to show that it wasn't a fluke, it was certainly a shock, and that it was well deserved.
Not just refreshing, but just incredible, and that's why I think made a lot of people fall in love with football again. For a long time, I think, in the Premier League, maybe it was all so full of stereotypes of, oh, it's always the same team that wins it, it's the most powerful financially who wins it. There's no room for dreaming again, there's no room for having a team coming out of nowhere winning it. It's always the same scenarios, it's always the same things, and yet Leicester proved that to be wrong.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.